What's up, guys? Jim's here, and we are at our Death Star. Not much progress going on with it. Had a few days off. Just been working on cabling for the most part. Talked with King Daddy D-Mac the other day, and he had a couple questions about some things, and I had a couple questions about some things, and we discussed things. And one of the things that we... Oh, I'm surprised it hasn't hit the ground. The turbines are off. One of the things we talked about were these P2P tunnels that are available in Applied Energistics. So what I've done is I have a couple P2P tunnels set up.
Shit!
Where...
I knocked the toilet paper in the toilet.
Oh god, get it out quick.
It's too late. It's too late.
Oh god. Oh god, I love you.
I love you.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's a mess I'm gonna have to deal with later. Was there a lot?
No, it's the end of the rule.
Oh, thank god. Thank god that. So, P2P tunnels, guys. Basically, we have one end of it here, and the other end is hooked directly to the ME controller. And it passes all of these channels, which is 32 channels for this one. And it goes on one channel, 32 channels go on one channel, and it comes out right here. Pretty cool. Yes, it is the SimCity monster. This is a city inside of itself. No, I don't know. It's something. It is my globe. My globe. Hello. Things are going kind of slow today, I guess. Yeah, so that's what we've been up to. Mostly doing some cable management. Figured out how to better process ores with these sag mills and stuff. I've got it so I just have like items being pumped out down the center to a tesseract, and items being pumped in via these ME interfaces. And that cleans up the cables down below too, because then you don't have power cables, you just have the tesseracts there for the power.
Tesseracts!
Tesseract. So... you guys hear that? Right, so this is something else I'm working on. There are a lot of stuff that I had in my ME system that was like unprocessed ores, if you would. Like these air-infused stones and stuff. And the peridot, sapphire, and ruby ores. I came up with this idea that I could use the annihilation planes from Applied Energistics.
Oh, what is that, steam? What's going on?
And basically, whenever you place a block, it automatically breaks the block. So if I like place this here, it's gone. It's broken. And what the items that it outputs when you do that go into the ME system. So that's pretty cool. Looks like we need some facades there. Do we have any extra marble facades? We do not. Okay, we have anchors. Let me get some anchors though. Do two like that. And we need some marble like this. Those. Oops. I gotta remember it does that. Okay, bink, bink, bink. And we're gonna go through and fill in the rest. Did that get filled in there or not? Because it's like... oh well. Which means we're gonna need some more block gates. It's not the coolest looking in the world. We could probably do it a little different. Fact. Perhaps we can make it very not obvious at all. Let's see if we place them there. Now we're going to Okay. Not gonna worry about that for now, so that's something that we got going. Put this away, put these away. I think we're gonna take a break from cable management, just gonna make sure everything is actually plugged up, and I didn't leave anything unplugged. I think everything through there looks good. Those look good. All of our storage things seem to be in sync. Maybe, yeah, sure, why not? Our assemblers, our CPU station, most of the processing things, okay. So, first thing I want to do is add a couple recipes to our recipe bank. Some applied energistics ones. Do a quick search for applied energistics. Okay, so I'd like to just have all the recipes from applied energistics in there, just to have them, but I'm lazy, so we don't. But what I'm thinking is we'd like to go ahead and get our quantum chambers set up. So let's do it like this. So some logic and engineering processors, dense cable, and an energy cell. Do we have an energy cell in here? I think we do not have an energy cell in here. Got 64K storage units done. What? And this thing. Alright, so energy cell. Just go do the recipe for that. What were we missing there? Flux dust. Give me 10 of those. Thank you. Alright, now we do a recipe for the energy cell. Bink. Code. Can we make one? Yes. Good, 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 good. And then we need these quantum rings, so we're going to need some processors. Make me 100 of those. Yep. And make me 100 of those. Okay. Might as well do 100 calculation processors while we're at it. Okay. Should have enough done to do the recipe now, so let's do that. Bink, bink. Ah, no logic processors yet? Why no logic processors yet? I guess we're waiting on the ones that put everything together? Maybe? I'm just storing all the other stuffs? Yeah, so it looks like. Okay. So the diamonds are going to finish before we can do that. Come down here and put that in there. Holy Crypt Keeper! What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. And, actually, I think I'm going to take a quick break from the multiplayer and show you something I'm just gonna play around with a little bit on single player. Something I was thinking of using somewhere in the base. I'm not sure where yet. I just want to get you a little heads up on it. Kind of curious what it can do. So it's gonna be Steve Factory Manager. Hey, get out of here. You too. Seriously. Jump off. Jump off. Better. So Steve Factory Manager have these camouflage blocks where you can basically set the camouflage on them. You can also do stuff like updating bounds, which why till it 16. And see if that maybe affects the height. Oh, look at that. It makes them half slabs. Sweet. I wonder if we can do like create a variable container. A variable, I guess, white variable? Not sure how exactly this is going to work. Not sure what those mean. Say all of those for containers. What? Should probably look into this before I actually use it, maybe. but they have these variables. White, orange, magenta. Let's leave it at white variable, whatever that means. We'll say local variable, sure. Container types, we're gonna keep it into the transforming cables. Have it on a for loop. Oh, you can't even connect that to anyone. It's just a variable, period. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna be able to do what I wanted to do with this. I was thinking maybe I could have like a variable that you would increment, and it would make this like increase and decrease over time, but it doesn't look like that's something we can do. It is pretty cool though, basically because you can set an inside and an outside camo to be pretty much any block here. So for instance, they don't look 100% like the actual blocks, but it's pretty close. What's an expensive block dependent? So we can make it look like diamond ore. See, just like that. A little bit of lack of a connection there, though. It's weird. I wonder if that's because of the kind of block it is, being the more advanced block. And let's say both. See if that makes a difference. Nope. That's pretty cool. We can actually edit the size of it. So we do like mini diamond blocks. But still not going to do what I wanted it to do. Just these variables, I don't... Maybe I can look into that more and figure out what exactly the variables, like how they actually come into play with other stuff. Steve's Factory is pretty cool stuff. And they have those camouflage blocks so you can pretty much camouflage about anything. Anyway, back to the server, and should have that stuff made for the recipe now, hopefully, for quantum rings. So these quantum rings and quantum links, those require flux guys, which are like that. And these. So they're basically like a tesseract for ME channels. So I can send ME. I can basically have my applied energistics set up at a remote site if I wanted to. So that's pretty cool. And the plan for our ME controllers that we will have, and just put this set up correctly. So we will have quantum link chambers right here, up there, down there, basically on all sides inside there. So I think it's going to look pretty cool once we get that finished. Just moving these controller blocks one at a time. I'm not sure why that one's... Oh, it's got multiple axes. Basically, you can only have a block connected on two sides for ME control. If you have blocks connected on three sides, the blocks then go inactive. Looks a little more spherical as well, so that's good. And I got that there just to cap things off. I'm not actually using the ME interface, just something to have there. So at the end of the last episode, I was all in a panic because my quarry was filling up all the things, and not shortly after it actually got done. So my worry was very short-lived. And today I think we're going to dwell a little more into our magical friend over here, because I would like to get some of the HermitCraft automation going with we could work on something I've wanted to work on a little bit. Is we have a wither skeleton farm in the nether, but it's not very neat. It's kind of messy, to say the least. It's not got any automatic killing to it, and we're just not, gathering a lot of heads at the moment. Which we could be. Totally could be. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, we go in and set some stuff up for that. So right now we're just trying to figure out what exactly we want to do. Maybe we go ahead and start with those quantum link things. We have one chamber. We need at least 4 more. 4 is probably going to be a good start. And then we cover each of those with 8 of these. So if we're doing 4 more, 5 total. 5 times 8 is 40. And just clear out our inventory of a lot of stuff and things that we are carrying for some unknown reason. So much left to do in the space too. We are like just getting started. Like this level right here that we're on right now, that we're constantly on, that is so well progressed, is the main portion of it. This is where we process all the ores. This is where we do all the crafting. So this is like the infrastructure. And then we're gonna have a little row of cabling over here. And then hold on. My hand's not moving quick enough. Sometimes we gotta reset those. There we go. It's a little better. So we'll have cable management up here, cable management down here, and then we'll have some farms through here. And then a little bit of cable management through this level. And then, of course, magic. This is where all the magic happens, guys. That's right. So let's get started with some of this magical stuff, shall we? Where's our HermitCraft book? I think we left it in here. Yes, indeed. Not sure what this Thermic Esoteria thing. Soul Brazier. Warp is bad, okay. What is that? That's actually intriguing. Because warp is bad, apparently. And you get it by doing evil magic. And anyway, energistics. So we need 5 exchange to get the Essentia monitoring. Not too worried about monitoring it. One thing I did notice is I was looking at one of DMAC's videos and saw that to unlock this guy right here, I think it was a... what's that? The thermic door that he had unlocked to unlock that. So we're going to do that, the very first thing, and apparently we don't have any paper on us. Only 2 paper. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit better with that. And 3 sugarcane. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot better about that. Alright, so let's go ahead and research this if we can. Hopefully it'll let us. Lettuce. I said lettuce. Alright, so we got Instrumentum, which is... I wish it... like, you could mouse over it there and it would tell you what it was, too, so I wouldn't have to actually look it up. So, Instrumentum and this Mechanism one should be pretty easy to sync up. Brains. I'm pretty sure I saw brains in, like... something kind of mechanism related. It was that one, but I guess not. Humanus? Yes, Humanus. So do that. And Humanus can be linked to this guy, so we'll do it like there, I want to say. And this guy. And that's going to link to an instrumental. And we can link the 2 instrumentals with this guy. Okay. Like that. Beautiful. Except that now we need another instrumentum. Crap. Can we do another? Do we have Bestia? We have Bestia. We need Brain. Which means we need Spiritus, probably. There we go. Okay, so now we got that guy. Wait, we already had that guy. Dang it! Guard! Which we needed for this, right? Is there a way we can get to that guy, which is Motus and Instrumentus? I think we're gonna have to do Instrumentus. And how else can I get there? So it's got Motus in it. I guess we're gonna have to actually make this so we can connect that to like this maybe, which has which has Humanus, which has brains. Okay, so we can do that right there, and that should connect. So we need more brain, which means we need a Spiritus. Brain. Which we need for that guy. Okay. Maybe we could have done that a little bit better somehow. I don't know. Looks good. So now we have to connect that up to this guy, which has Instrumentum in it. Okay. And Terra. So we'll do Terra and another armor. Alright. Let's see if that unlocks what I think it may have unlocked. Yes. Alright, now this is going to be what counts. This is where we're going to actually store the Essentia. So we got to connect Potentia and that guy. Looks like we're going to have an Ordo connection there. Potentia is also good for Ignis, so we'll do... Where's our Ignis at? There it is. Do like Ignis, Perdicio, Ordo? Yeah, Ordo. And those are actually components of each other, so we can connect those two pretty easily, I'd guess. Do like this, this, this. And And vacuous is air and perditio. Perditio is actually common for this potentia via prescientia. So we'll do that. And then perditio and magic. Yeah, we'll just swap perditio and magic until we get there. Oh crap. I did that wrong. This is vacuous prescientia. Let's do a reverse, shall we? Now we just need to connect Iggy. There we go. And there's our Essentia storage device. So there's an Essentia cell workbench. The cell workbench allows you to partition a cell specifying what Essentia types are allowed to be stored. Okay, good to know, good to know. I like that. Cell casing provides an interface and protects a storage component. Alright. By infusing Certus quartz with concentrated essence, it will gain the ability to store Essentia, which remains remarkably active even in digital form. Interesting. Okay. So we can do like some crazy Essentia storages, as you can see here. It's going to take a little bit of ethereal essences or Salus Mundus. What is Salus Mundus? Balanced shards smelted. Yikes. I would much rather do the essences there. I think we can manage that. What else? So this is done on an arcane workbench. Not too bad, not too bad. And this is just done on any old workbench. Some warded glass. I think we have a recipe for that. And thaumian ingots. And then your Essentia cell workbench and your actual storage container. Okay. So, yes. Let's see here. Warded glass requires zombie brains. And some great wood planks, a little bit of magic stuff. Yikes. This is a big project to get into all this stuff when we don't have much set up already. Crap. Okay, so let's go back to the book. Anything else that can help us out here? So we have Essentia Provider. Knowledge Inscription. Harnessing Device. There's definitely some stuff that we lack to unlock. So, some crucial stuff too, like automating the infusion altar, providing Essentia to it. Not so worried about these purifications, though maybe I should be. Or these nuggets as well. Maybe a good starting place would be to use the infusion altar to make a just don't make a wrath igniter. Yeah, I know. I've actually seen worse than a Wrath Igniter available in HermitCraft. Apparently there's something that turns the Nether into a very, 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 very bad place. I cannot even begin to say how bad of a place it is. Shields up. Runic shielding. So that's a way to shield you, like, defense-wise. Brain in a jar. It's a great way to gather experience. Magic mirror. Not too sure what that does. When they're yellow like this, does this mean that they could possibly link to other pages? Or is there any particular reason why they would be yellow? Golemancy. We haven't made any golems yet, which is interesting enough, because that is one of the things that I plan to use for farms, is perhaps using golems or robots, which actually robots are a thing that we will be able to have soonish. What the heck is that? Transvector interface. I'm just curious, so let's see what this one's all about. Perdicio and Ordo? Really? That's what you're gonna give me here? What do we have a lot of that is gonna be able to connect Perdicio and Ordo? Actually, what does Perdicio and Ordo make again? I know I had some. What does Order and Chaos make? There's Order and Fire. Ah, Permiticio, which we actually need a lot of as well. But we're not going to use it for this gathering of the stuff. We'll do it like this. Okay, Potentia, right? Which is going to be used for this, which is going to be used for that. So what is this transvector interface? Okay, okay, I feel it. So the thing is, there's only 6 sides to a block. Myth busted. Your latest construct can be bound to a block in the nearby vicinity. Its sides will mimic the sides of the block selected, and it'll function as an extension. What? It can accept BuildCraft TE3, IC2 power, Essentia items, liquids, being able to also export the later two? In order to bind an interface to another block, you need to create a special tool to do so, which you call a transvector binder. It's also possible by right-clicking with the block with any other to camouflage it as a simple block, as the block held. To remove the cover, simply right-click the camouflage block. Well, that's interesting. So according to this, it's a block that can also work similar to another. So basically I could do one of these transvector blocks, okay? So, and then say we I don't have a lot of mechanical stuff up here, so let's go down to the applied energistics room, and I'll give you an example of what we could possibly use this for. Okay, so say we bound it to this block right here. Then it's basically, you could input to the transvector block, and when you input to the transvector block, it will be as if you were inputting into this block right here. Interesting. And it accepts power, all the things basically. It makes me very curious indeed. So I mean, you could, if that's correct, you could get rid of like wires everywhere. Like you would have no more need for wires. You could just transvector all your machines and then have them set up on a different level, connected to wires and stuff, and then you'd have just like your machines laying out, like floating in the air, doing all the processing, and people would just be amazed, like, ooh, how are they doing their stuff? So that sounds kind of interesting. I like the way that sounds, but not the kind of interface I was hoping. I was hoping to be like a IMI interface kind of interface thing. Talisman of Remedium. I'm guessing that's gonna heal stuff. Spellbinding cloth. Whoa. That's a whole nother level there. Gaseous alumini. Erfurt's flame. Ooh, I like the sound of that. A flame one. Though there's something from the basics that we don't have that it needs to unlock more of this applied energistic stuff. So I think we'll just try to learn these ones that are in yellow minus that one and see if that actually means that they are there to unlock stuff. Recharge pedestal, yes. Well, these seem to be yellow. I don't want to learn the void bucket. Mostly bad magics left to unlock here. And then we have these right here, lamps of growth. We can probably research those two really quick. Let's do that and see if it unlocks any. Oh. Magic mirror sounds like a fun one. We'll start with magic mirror. Let's see what we have. Ooh, this is a complicated one. It's got the alienness. You have to connect it to the Dark Knight, which actually should be pretty simple since that's a component of it. Do we have a lot of the darkness? We do. So if we did darkness, alienness, darkness, darkness, alienness. What else does it have? Vacuous. What's in vacuous? Is that got vacuous as well? So we could do vacuous. Vacuous. And then just connect them like that. Or, let's see, one's got light. Here's what darkness, and if we did darkness, light, okay, nope, vacuous. Oh, misclick, fell. And what's in that? Perdicio. Look at that. And we gotta somehow get to Gemini and whatever that dude walking on a red journey, which is green, so that's good. So we can use some of our Terra, and I think this is green as well. So we'll do Terra. Throw that in the middle. So then we just have to connect them to these over here. What's this? It's Ordo and Terra. How can we get from Terra to night, which is light? Light is air and Aegis. Air. Can we use air to get to green or Ignis to get to green? Oh, there's not quite. Terra and Modus, which is what we have here. And we can freaking fracking. Metallum is that plus more green. There's not too many good ones that actually link up with Terra. Actually, that might not be too bad. So So we do Terra, Tudaman. Did we say we would get air out of something? Let's see. Turn Tudaman. So we'd have to use this, which is not going to get us anywhere either. Away, in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, Ooh. So did we have air and earth on something? Oh yes, instrumentum. No, it wasn't instrumentum. Come on now. I know I saw air and earth or something like that. It's one of the last ones I looked at too. I'm like, surely that's not a good idea. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, this guy. Modus, which is air. So we can go do Terra, Eater, Modus. Or go ahead and make one of these. So that's got Ordo in it. Let's go ahead and throw him out here. We can get to Ordo via this guy. Yeah, perfect. So if we just do Ordo, we should be connected. Booyah! That lock anything here? Oh, hey! Check it out, guys. Lucky guess, lucky guess. Alright, let's go ahead and research that. And this will be our last one, since we're out of paper. And we're too lazy to get more paper. And this is a big one, too. Look at that. Census, I think, is going to be air and spiritus, so we'll go ahead and say you're going to use air to get out of there. And we're going to connect you to air with that guy as well. Exchange, we're probably going to go Perdicio route, since we have more Perdicio than anything. In fact, we can go ahead and connect it down there via Perdicio. With this right here. So let's see if we do Potentia, magic, and then yeah, like that. Did you? I gotta make sure that actually writes before I release my mouse. Stop wasting stuff. This is going to connect to Motus. Interesting. Or Instrumentum. So we'll do Motus for that guy. Since we're going to be doing Eris, apparently. And let's see if we can find a way to bring air together. What else uses air that we have a lot of? This right here. So we'll do right there, right there, right there, right there, and just throw some airs in here. Did that? Can we get that back? Yeah, I think that's right. And another one here. Alright, so now we have to connect air to Perdicio. I think we can do that via the flame. And fire. And another... Booyah. Simple enough. Alright, so that does complete the infusion provider. Let's Ascension monitor mirror? What? How do we make an Ascension mirror? Did I? That's a mirror. Is that the mirror they're talking about? I don't think so. Can I like shift? Ooh, and it takes. Oh, that's fine. That's let's say it takes Machina. Ooh. So I haven't even gotten a way to store or a way to keep Essentia in my ME system yet, and I'm like, oh, let's go get this Arcane Infusion guy done. It'll be no big deal. Well, there's that. Water Shard or Entropy Shard with Quicksilver and an Annihilation or a Formation Core. Do we have some cores? We have some cores. So let's go ahead and do what? 2 of them? 2 of each? Quicksilver. And what else did it say? Order. So Annihilation takes Entropy. And we have Annihilation. Okay, so Entropy. And we actually have charge on this one. Okay, so we'll do 2 diffusion. Oh, see how we can do multiples there? So let's go ahead and get rid of these. Get our cores, get the formation cores, and border shards. So we'll do 2 of those. Okay. And we'll get some air shards, so still not sure. Okay. Salus Mundus. Still a Sentimere. I'll have to look up the recipe for that. Maybe it's a vanilla recipe. But Salus Mundus is basically smelted a balanced shard. So balanced shard. That's interesting. So you take a certain kind of shard and you throw it into a crucible with other kinds of shards. Yeah, about that. Did I mention I have 353 billion power stored? I am just not making too much progress here with HermitCraft, guys. I am sorry. It is a very grindy, like you have to sit down and say, this is what I am going to do. This is my steps. So right now our steps are that we need some basic artifice. We have alchemy set up. Alchemy, basic alchemy. So we're gonna, we have a crucible set up. We have some distillation stuff set up, but we need automated alchemy so that we can automate our crucible. And I think we'll want to move it over close to that thing. Alright, so how bad is this automated alchemy? It says create a couple alchemical constructs and maybe some matrix. Matrices don't look too bad. Let's check out this alchemical construct, shall we? Looks like it's going to take some Essentia valves, okay, some Vis filters, and some Essentia tubes. I think we can manage this. How about with the Essentia tubes? Okay. Do we have any extra Essentia tubes? We do. And a Vis filter. Okay. So we'll take that. Let's go to the Arcane Workbench. Let's read this one more time. This is the one thing I hate most. So, alright, let's come back. Let's look at the recipe. Okay. Let's look at the recipe one more time. Alright. Let's go back and look at the recipe. I'm 99% sure I got this right. Nope. Okay. Let's go back and look at the recipe. Okay. So we need 4 of those. 5 of those. So we will need some more tubes. Let's go ahead and make that. And I mean, you can even search here and you have tubes. So you got the sensor tube right there, right? I just can't shift click. Like if I could shift click to get this recipe to show up in the arcane work table, I would be okay with it. But because I can't shift click, it is just the most annoying thing in the world. So we got that, got some gold nuggets. I think it was iron and glass in the middle, maybe. I'm just guessing here. Will we take any glass? No, just vanilla glass. Okay. So we'll grab that and turn it into vanilla glass. Nope, screwed up. Quicksilver on top, gold nugget on bottom, iron on the sides, glass in the middle. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Now, do we have any levers in the system? We do. We need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys. And it looks like we're out of water. Dang it. Well, we know exactly where to go to get some water. Our Coriage? You enchant your dark steel items just like you enchant any item. I don't see how that question... Did we? Okay, we did. We did get our wand. You basically want to... Is this a great wood one? Gold bed and great wood? Okay, it is. So we're going to empty out it completely. Good. Leave some behind. So the method is simple. You basically just enchant it like any other item. Seriously. You put it in an enchanting table and you enchant the sucker. If you're confused about the additional things that it has listed with it, what's this? Ooh, big ol' Ordo. Wow, it's a big ol' Ordo too. Like it'll say you can add certain like flippers to the boots, glider wings to the chest piece, I believe, and just various stuff like that. Alright, come on, I know I got some aqua around here somewhere. Right there. Let's head to those then. That's not what we're looking for. I thought that had an A on it. Maybe it was A for air. There we go. There's a little aquas. There's some OT, some ADO. That might be aquas. And you can also increase the dark steel stuff. Like you can give it, you can enchant it with, what am I thinking of? Hold on, let's see, is that everything but Ignis is kept, so we're good there. You can enchant it with, like, in an anvil, with certain, like, capacitors to upgrade its charge, for instance. Yes, my Ender IO has 2 bars because I've combined it in an anvil with what it said to combine it with, which was I think a vibrant crystal to begin with, and then it's like a basic capacitor, and then the next version of the capacitor, and then the next version of the capacitor. And so that gives it up to, you start with empowered 1 from the first level, empowered 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. As you can see, it gives increased damage, plus this increased skull and ender pearl drops. Enderman can't teleport once hit. Haven't seen that work. I've also enchanted it with travel as well to allow me to travel with it. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Fizz filter, silverwood. Do we have silverwood? We got some silverwood. Okay. And gold. And probably 4 of those as well, I think it was. what are we making? Alchemical. Seriously? All this stuff has alchemical. Oh. Alchemical wizardry. Nice. There's a whole mod with its name in it. I'm not sure what the centrifuge does. I'll have to check that one out. Oh, and there's an advanced alchemical construct. What? With apparently no recipe. It's probably arcane infusion or something. So we need some great wood planks, the Essentia valves, which we just made, Essentia tubes, vis filters. Alright, so we just need some great wood planks. I'm going to go in the center. I think it was like that maybe. And like that. And then just fill these in. Yes. Okay. And we'll make 2 of those puppies. And let's not turn our great wood into stuff we don't want. So we'll go ahead and grab this guy. And our niter. Thank you. And I think we'll put it down like right back here. And maybe tap it with the wand to make it actually active? I don't know. Oh, crap. Where'd my wand go? Get back here. Boop. No?